Hello there, RJB here. It's been a couple days, but we have returned for another match on Starcraft Fastest Map Remastered. A match from the HamburgerSasu Anonymous Tournament played on the weekend of 27th of February and 28th of February. So almost 2 weeks ago. Well, almost 2 weeks ago. And today we're going to look at a match between, I think it is Yanoos and Dave, and that is JH and the user KimSangSuk. KimSangSuk. I gotta change it a little bit. Sang-suk. KimSangSuk against JH. JH, also known as Voss. I have no idea who KimSangSuk is, so I have no idea what to expect here. But this match should be pretty damn good. We've got JH here on the blue Terran right next to Dave, who's here on the pink Zerg on the 6 o'clock spawn location right next to him. And this does raise me some small concerns, because JH absolutely loves going for 8 barrack build order. 8 barracks, 9 supply gives him a lot of early game fighting power. But considering that I have no clue who Dave is, or KimSangSuk is, what his playstyle is, what his level of play is, I've got no idea. Never seen the guy play, never seen a single replay of him. So I have no idea what he is going to do. Of course, we can assume that there are a couple of build orders he can go for, so that is a given. He's going for the choke build order. Drone to the choke. And JH starting his set supply depot, but it starts a little bit late. Most players who do 8 barrack build their supply on 8.5 supply. So the supply depot comes out on 8.5, right before the 9th SCV spawns. Or well, right before they hit 9 supply. So he might get supply stick for a very short amount of time right here. He's supply stick for a very short amount of time, not long. You could say it's worth it, or it's not worth it. Not sure how you want to interpret that. Third barracle's coming up. Pool is also up there in the front. Marine is going to spawn very soon, and he's going to scout with an SCV first. If he goes to the left, I have a bad feeling about Dave surviving the rush. If he goes to the right, he's got a pretty good shot at surviving the rush, because the Marine will arrive a little bit later. But now that the SCV is arriving there on the scene, he can start building a bunker. And I think he's going to build a bunker there for sure. There's the bunker. He's going to go for a rush. That is the versatility that you get from having that 8 supply barrack coming up. You get a very early rush. And it's going to be very difficult for Dave to defend this. He's forced to pull all of his drones there to his choke to kill that SCV, but the Marines are already there on the scene to start damaging. The SCV there dies eventually, but now he has to keep the drones there as the bunker has finished, and he has to keep those Marines away from the choke. But he hasn't started the creep colony yet. If he had started the creep colony, he could be making a sunken, but he's in fact not yet making a sunken, and that is bad news. If he had a sunken already there on the way morphing, he could hold this very easily because there's no repair on the bunker, and he kept those Marines away for quite a long time. But now he's forced to invest very, very strongly into Zerglings, while having also lost most of his drones. He's on 4 drones at the moment. The sunken there in the front is taking critical amounts of damage. It won't go down. Or will it go down before it finishes? Not too sure. Zergs are on the hunt to kill the Marines that are spawning there back in the base, but there's already so many Marines here back in the base that he should be able to hold this quite easily. I do think Dave made some critical mistakes there very early on by not starting the creep colony the moment he could. He waited way too long. The creep colony in the end goes down right after spawning, but the damage has been done. KimSangSuk is almost completely broke, and JH is in the best position he could probably find himself in. The 17 SCVs against 7 drone Zerglings there are being wasted because honestly, the Zerglings cannot achieve all that much. He might be able to get a good surround on some Marines, but the longer it takes, the longer this game goes on, the smaller the chances of KimSangSuk winning the game become, and the chances are already pretty much zero. It's just, at this point, it's just too difficult to make a comeback. He lost too many drones, lost the sunken, that's even more minerals lost, invested a lot in Zerglings that are not achieving any results. has also completely lost minerals because those Zerglings don't serve any purpose and just slow down his economy, just slow down his progression where he wants to be. He's gonna try to get some more kills there with the Zerglings dancing back and forth, but JH not gonna give him the chance to even do any damage in return. So it's just gonna be a waiting game where JH gets his medics up, his stim upgrade up, and he just barges through the front door with a stim attack, and I do think KimSangSuk will die to it without a doubt. He does have 2 more Sunkens there on the way in the front, but his stim upgrade is almost done. Medics have spawned, so he's on the move into the middle of the map, where he's going for the attack. He meets the Zerglings there, those Zerglings get drawn in, one of them dies, the rest get pulled back. KimSangSuk is trying his hardest to recover now on 13 drones against 24 SCVs, but the chances are slim. One barrack there lifted up over the hill, Firebat spawns, he's got Stim on the Firebat, gonna try to kill those drones, and he's gonna run in for sure. Nothing there to stop the Firebat. Firebat arrives, Firebat kills. How many kills does Firebat get there though? I mean, it's pretty much everything. 10 drones, they're dead. The remaining drones also dying. 13 drone kills on the Firebat. That game went very, very badly for KimSangSuk. Pretty much everything that could go wrong went wrong. And as a result, JH takes the very first win. Very first win there for JH. So I wouldn't say a convincing win, but more so a everything goes wrong for one player, everything goes exactly right for the other one. So now we're looking at a reversal. We get JH on the Zerg, and we've got KimSangSuk on the Terran. Maybe we'll see a repeat of what happened last game. Maybe we'll see a little bit more luck for KimSangSuk this game around, or for JH. Hard to decide at this moment, because we haven't really seen what either player is honestly capable of. I mean, we've seen JH a lot in the past. But KimSangSuk, this is the first time it's hard to give any real opinions about what he can do based off of the last game. If everything just goes wrong in the very first game you see someone, you could say, I don't have high expectations, but if everything goes wrong, you can say without a doubt that if things had gone right, that maybe he would have won the game. So it's a little bit of a difficult terrain to make a choice or say anything about. But Dave also starts off with an 8 barracks build order there, same as JH. JH just biding his time. He's going for a non-choke Zerg build order. It's a lot of fun to watch, but it's difficult, very difficult to play that non-choke Zerg against a very strong Terran. So I do have some... I am willing to give the edge to KimSangSuk here, but JH has shown many times in the past that he does have great control, but most of all a great game sense. The guy knows what to do. His control is not the best, he's not the fastest player either, but his game sense, his sense of what to do, his understanding of how to survive and deal damage is really, really impressive. That is basically his main strength. So the pool there coming up as well. 2 hatcheries there on the way, no gas yet. No gas yet. Some players will get their gas right about now so that they can build... Oh, he's making the gas right about now as well. Means he will probably go for speed Zerglings, because speed Zerglings will help him survive the early phase of the game, because speed Zerglings are pretty strong against Marines. And KimSangSuk is getting his academy a little bit late, because he went for the 8 barrack build order, and that always slows down the academy by a little bit. Not sure why, but the money is just not there yet. Bunker coming up as well, so he's going to go for a bunker rush here as well. But I think JH has got a pretty good shot at surviving this one, because his pool is almost finished. And he's getting 2 Sunkens there as well, and there's only 1 Marine there on the scene to damage the Sunkens, because the distance from corner to corner is pretty big. Had JH been on a middle spawn, there would already be 2, or, well, there would already be 2 Marines on the scene, and the 3rd and 4th one would be arriving right about now. There's number 2, the bunker there in the top side. There's 2 Sunkens coming up, and Zerglings are spawning as well to keep all of this away, to stop KimSangSuk from damaging him. The Sunkens are firing, SCP is still alive in the back, but 2 Sunkens is too much for 1 SCP to repair. It's going to try to get at least 1 Sunken down, but the Marines eventually do have to exit the fight and run away. Now a surround coming in from those Zerglings, going to try to kill the SCP or the Marines, but the micro here from... The micro is not really working out. He did try to micro it well, but it didn't really work out. KH was a step ahead of him, and gets more marine kills than he should have. And he keeps most of his Zerglings alive. Gas there on the way in the back, only one drone mining though, so that's a very slow process of getting his gas. Overlord there is on the way, he supplies to get at the moment. Whereas KimSangSuk's gun is Academy on the way, finishing up right about now. Medics and Stim upgrade both starting at about the same time. Marine's got a pretty good shot here at this hatchery because the Sunkens don't protect the hatchery, but he doesn't want to go for it just yet. He's pulling back for some reason. He's pulling back even though he has a great shot at this hatchery and that hatchery on the bottom side. He doesn't want to commit to it. And that's because Zergling speed is finishing very soon and there's a lot of Zerglings on the way. A total of 18 Zerglings will spawn soon, and once those Zerglings spawn, I do think JH is going to go for a counterattack or a surround on the Marines and the bunker there in the choke. Because he can see the bunker, he knows it's there, but the Marines are balling up and growing in number. We've got medics on the way as well, and Stim upgrade finishing within a matter of seconds. And once the Stim upgrade finishes and the fire bats also arrive, it's going to have to be fast. He's going to have to do this before the medics arrive. He's going to try to get on top of them, but the Marines get himself in a pretty good position. Going to try to micro their way out of there. The medics arrive on time, just on time. The bunker there served its purpose, and in the end, the Marines from KimSangSuk come out victorious. This gives KimSangSuk the opportunity to go for a push. More Sunkens are spawning and they're on the way in the base. Got a Hydra's Den finishing up right about now as well, and the lair is synced perfectly with the den. But this hatchery here on the side is going to go down before the Sunkens finish, and that's going to hurt JH because 300 minerals lost and a lot of production ability lost as well. Going to focus on those top Sunkens there. Firebats joining the fray as well. Going to try to keep hammering down those Sunkens. He's going to lose his Marines there for sure once the medics run out of energy. A couple of more Zerglings are spawning. It's going to be a race against the clock. The medics have run out of energy. They can no longer heal the Marines, but the Marines are still fighting heroically. Let's try to keep them alive as long as he can, but in the end, the Marines and the Firebats all do go down. The medics pulling back there to the choke, where a factory is on the way. We've got Lurker aspect on the way for JH here, and more Zerglings spawning, just in case he has to keep all those Marines away. Also, a 2 Hydralisks, so he can make 2 Lurkers at the same time once they spawn. We've got range there finishing up for KimSangSuk. He doesn't have an engineering bay yet, but he's adding on a lot more barracks, and that's one of the things you can do when you're playing against a non-choke Terran, I mean a non-choke Zerg. You can afford to just build a lot of Marines and try to barge your way through all those Sunkens and Lurkers and units that the Zerg has there. And the command center on the way as well, so we can build a scan and add on more gas. Yes, another hatchet on the top side. Things are going bad for JH here. Loses the Overlord as well, gets supply stuff. We're going to try to catch some units there. We're going to try to kill that SCV building the Starport. Killed it there, but the hatchery also goes down in return. But things not looking too good for JH here. On only one hatchery there. It's 2 hatcheries, 3 hatcheries in total. The control here from KimSangSuk is pretty good. He finds a pretty sweet spot to attack from. Going to start killing the drones as well, but now the Lurkers have spawned and try to kill one Lurker, but makes his way out of there just as they burrow up and keeps all of his Marines alive. One more Lurker there in the front can try to burrow up right next to the bunker, but this one will go down before... Ooh, that's very close. Very close. That Lurker still being alive is going to cause some trouble. But not enough trouble, because a scan is on the way, and once that scan finishes, once it scans the area, I do think KimSangSuk is just gonna waltz and barge his way through all the way to the main. But more Lurkers are spawning, gonna try to stop this Starport from happening, where the Starport is on the way, they're back at home in the base. He might start a science facility as well, gonna try to barge his way through. Now that he has scanned, gonna try to kill more drones, kills 1 drone, but costs him 3 Marines. Pulls back there to the side, Starport gets lifted up, and it's gonna fly away from the Lurker. Engineering bay there on the way in the choke, gonna try to build some turrets for sure. More Lurkers here in the bottom corner. Ooh, he's gonna lift them over the hill. Gonna try to run them into the base here of KimSangSuk. But he might meet those Lurkers back at home, because now he only has 3 Lurkers and about a couple Zerglings. Not a lot to defend with, 2 Sunkens as well. This might be spreading himself a little bit too thin. But if he can sneak those Lurkers into KimSangSuk's base, he might have a shot at killing the SCVs. But my hopes and expectations at the moment are quite low. I don't think it's going to work all that well. Although he has a second Overlord here, this is smart. A second Overlord to transport those units over into KimSangSuk space, but the tanks have arrived. The tanks are going to hammer away at those Sunkens. And the science facility is finishing up here back at home as well. He's got a scan energy soon as well. The scan energy is just now finished, because it goes in, so to start killing and focusing on the lurkers, goes in for the attack. The lurkers unburrowing on the other side of the map as well at the same time. Going to push and kill those SCVs, but I think JH might just die here to these units coming in. He burrows up, SCVs are running away, SCVs haven't died yet. They're going to die very soon though, they're going to die for sure, but the castle is on the way here back in home. In the end here, at the other side of the map, it looks like nothing is working out for JH here, as he does go down to a very quick and simple but strong push from KimSangSuk. KimSangSuk SCVs have run away to safety, a couple of them died, but JH is taking bigger and worse damage. He's gonna lose his lair here for sure. Already lost all his drones, has no drones, no money. There's nothing he can produce anymore once he goes in for this attack, trying to clear out these units. But then he can't mine anymore. This is a done game. JH loses game number 2, and it looks like KimSangSuk has found himself a way back into the match. So after everything goes wrong in the first match, KimSangSuk gets himself a little bit of a good performance. Proves that he does have some pretty nice skills up his sleeve. But will he still perform just as well in game number 3? Game number 3, we've got KimSangSuk on the Protoss and JH on the Terran. And if there's one thing JH is very, very good at, it's Terran against Protoss. Not a lot of players can consistently beat JH's Terran against Protoss on the Korean map. He's just really, really, really good at defending and attacking. Terran most certainly is his specialty, and Terran against Protoss in particular. It is really his specialty. And in regards as to what KimSangSuk's, was it KimSangSuk? I already forgot what his name was. KimSangSuk. KimSangSuk, that's his name. KimSangSuk. I don't know what his specialty is, so I'm not sure what to expect here from him. Oh, he's going for a Dragoon build order. We'll have his Cybercore finished soon, although he's been making a lot of Zealots as well, because he feels the need to defend. And rightfully so, because if he went for Dragoons, the Marines on the map currently might be able to kill a couple of probes, and that is going to slow him down. So he wisely makes some Zealots, but those Zealots do not do too great against Marines. He needs those Dragoons. Dragoons are not yet on the way, but they will be soon. Wait, he's not going for Dragoons? I thought he was going for Dragoons. It looked exactly like a Dragoon build order, but he's going for the Zealots instead, and a Forge there on the way back home as well. So he might try to go for very fast Lord Templars if he can at least keep these Marines away. And he's succeeding for now. The Marines are going to try to sneak in there though. They're going to try to sneak in. That one gets in. One of them gets in, but another wave of Zealots is soon going to spawn, so they will take care of that Marine. But the Marine here does get all the information. He does get the information. What is KimSangSuk doing? And for a player like JH, that is a huge advantage. If JH knows what you're doing, he will find a way. He will find a way to turn that into a game-winning bit of knowledge. Specifically with a build order like this. It's not the most efficient build order from KimSangSuk here, but I do think it will get some results. We got the robotics on the way and the Citadel on the way. Marines are still trying to fight with the Zealots, but they get stuck here on the corner, and a couple of them get caught out and gonna die. But at least he gets something. Not a lot, but he gets something. The probe tries to get in, but the probe can't get in. It's intercepted by Marines. Zealots are still on the chase. This number of Zealots can realistically kill all these Marines if he goes for a good fight and micros his way in there quite well. But JH is not a slouch himself. His micro is also pretty good, but he does get completely demolished here. Because KimSangSuk's micro was a little bit better. So he forces JH away from the choke. Now gonna kill those depots, and that's gonna hurt JH just a tiny little bit. He's gonna have to make new depots, and that's never fun. But he did finish the command center there in the back, so he's got that extra bit of SCVs coming in, that extra bit of money on the way. Command center number 3 also on the way. Stim upgrade also being researched, and he's got medics somewhere on the map already. Ready to keep... The medics really do help keeping those zealots away. Being able to stim non-stop and have medics heal up your marines, that's just such a huge spike in fighting ability. So he goes back over across the map to try and hunt down some zealots and deal some damage to KimSangSuk. KimSangSuk is not gonna let him do it that easily. 3 cannons in the choke and a lot of zealots. Shuttle is finished as well, and we have a Reaver on the way. No Reaver on the way. We've got Dark Templars on the way instead, and Zealot speed as well. So he's gonna try to barge his way through the front door with the Zealots, then get those Dark Templars in there as well, and pray to the gods that JH doesn't have any detection. But JH is starting his detection right about now. They're in the front, 2 and a bunker as well. The turret is pretty far away though. The turret is pretty far away. Not sure if I agree with the placement, because he can take this down very easily without JH being able to defend it. Ooh, the scan comes out perfectly timed. He might have spotted the Dark Templars there as well. No, he didn't see the Dark Templars. The Dark Templars are inside the shuttle, and he knows the shuttle is coming. He knows it's coming. He spots it. He spots the shuttle. I guess he saw the shuttle leaving the choke here when he scanned. That's why he was moving his marines down. But goes over the front as well, but blocks off the access path because he saw the zealots leaving the base. So he knows he had to plug up that choke and defend himself there in the front. All the marines outside of the base are completely getting obliterated, torn to shreds, torn apart, and the zealots get some nice little kills. He's got the storm upgrade there finished up, I do believe. Not sure if it actually is, because I didn't see it on the top side there yet in the production tab, but I do think he's got storm finished. Chill speed also on the way, level 1 attack there also grading. And adding on a couple more robotic facilities, because he's going to need more of them if you ever wants to get into JH's base, because normal frontal attacks are not going to do much. Now the Templars didn't achieve their goal. They did kill a lot of units, but the goal, of course, is to break into the enemy base and deal damage inside the base. And he didn't manage to do that. Shuttle makes its way in, gets taken down immediately. Gonna kill that turret there in the front. Once the turret is down, he's distracting from the shuttle, but JH is not gonna get caught off guard with that one. Ooh, Templars are unloading. Only one Templar managed to unload. Only one. Oh, there's a tank drop! Tank drop! Tank drop! Oh, you got 3 with that one. Didn't see how many he got with the other one, though. But that's one of the few things JH is really good at. He's good at finding spots to tank drop from and kill your probes. That's basically how he slows you down and buys himself nice little chunks of time to grow stronger and bigger, and eventually way too big for you to fight into. Still no turret there in the front. The Dark Templars, though, can't really do much because all JH has to do is throw down a scan and the front is defended. He's playing on 5 barracks, so that's a lot of marines to defend himself with. Most of the times people go for Wraiths and Valkyries, but JH is going for marines very much like the style Mong uses. Mong loves marines as well. You stim them and they kill things very quick. And you've got medics that can heal them up. Plus, marines are super cheap to produce. Only 50 minerals apiece to produce them, and they're there, and it costs you absolutely nothing. You might try to go for another tank drop there though, but I don't see there's a dropship. He might go for another tank drop. He scanned the map. Unloading there in the front. Firebat's arrived just in time. Templar's gonna storm. Templar's gonna take. Ooh, Templar's storming, but there's the bunker still alive. He'll try to take down the bunkers as quick as he can, but the zealots in the front are tripping out, unable to kill or attack anything whatsoever. Our Templars there are still alive though, didn't get scanned or detected. Just outside of the range of that turret. Gonna try to break through the wall, breaks through, but now the Dark Templars are inside the detection range. Shuttles there still dancing, gonna try. He's trying to do something, but he just can't get in. He could have unloaded the Templars upon the hill though and stormed the Marines, but that is not what he had in mind. So the dropship there is waiting for a moment to strike, and it looks like he can strike because there's only 3 cannons there. KimSangSuk is not being very protective of his probes. Probes are running away, but will they be in time? He couldn't hit the probes. He gets 1 kill. He only gets 1 kill, surprisingly. He was just 1 square too far away to hit the probes. So that's a lucky break there for KimSangSuk that gives him an opening back into the match, because if he had lost those probes, I think it would have been game over. But JH is on 177 supply. He's massive. Got 90 SCVs. He's adding on all the starports, all the factories. And once JH feels comfortable, which might already be within a minute or so, he is going for an attack for sure. He's not going to sit around waiting, because he's been defending himself really, really well, and KimSangSuk has not managed to achieve anything whatsoever. But there's a lot of Corsairs though, and shuttles as well, coming in for the bottom side, bottom corner on the left, on the right. Targets down some of the shuttles, but there's still a lot there inside with shuttles. Targets load there next to the SCVs there, but does he have Templars in the mix as well? Actually, it's only 4 zealots. He didn't load up the mass drop, he just sent in all the shuttles and Corsairs in the hopes of landing the storm drop, but the shuttles with the Templars got taken down on entry into the base. So, once again, a lucky break for JH, and once again, everything just seems to go wrong for KimSangSuk. He just doesn't seem to have any success this game. Nothing is quite working out for him. He's doing everything that he has to, but it's just a couple inches short of working. And JH is now maxed out. JH is comfortable. JH feels strong. He's got some upgrades there on the Marines. He's got some upgrades on the tanks on the way. Not yet finished up. Got air upgrades on the way as well. And he's going for the attack. No more sitting around. Just gonna go for the attack and break through the front door and end this game once and for all. Also has 2 tanks up on the hill to make life even more difficult for KimSangSuk. Drop comes in from KimSangSuk. There's Marines in between though. Marines gonna try to snipe down the shuttles. To get 4 shuttles can take it down. Only one of them arrives. But there's only zealots in there, so that won't really be much of a threat. And the units here in the front are just so great in number. It's 160 supply against 190. JH feels overwhelmingly strong, but there's 7, 8, 9 Templars ready to storm on all the Marines and the tanks. Gets a lot of storms off there, but most of the Templars don't have energy for storms, so that's so many storms. Almost the entire army from JH gets erased. But KimSangSuk only has about 7, 9, 11... yeah, 10 gateways. Got some carriers on the way, but the carriers are going to take a long time to arrive. Then he still has to, of course, get interceptors. This is going to be difficult for KimSangSuk to come out alive of. He's trying his hardest. He's spending all of his minerals to try and get an army rolling. But JH has units on the way, non-stop. The non-stop units coming across the map. Now he doesn't have that many barracks or factories, so it's gonna take a little while before all those units come across the map, and a lot of supplies and SCVs. But KimSangSuk actually managing to hold on for a little while longer, although the tanks that up on the site are still torturing him. They're still being annoying. But he is buying himself a nice amount of time to get those carriers. He's getting himself a nice amount of time, but he still has to build interceptors, and only 2 out of the 6 carriers are spawning within the next 20 seconds or so. The other 4 are going to take a little while longer. And JH has a lot of raids finishing up to take care of those exact same carriers. He's got the cloak on him for sure. Gonna take down the shield as well, so no spawn drops coming in anytime soon. The cannons are there, coming on the way, being warped in. He's gonna take care of those cannons with the raids. The units and the zealots are taking out the ground units. They took down the tanks up on the hill as well. But just as the carriers spawn, the carriers are being attacked by the raids, and that shuts down the carriers completely. There's not enough cannons there in the back to detect those raids, but he does discontinue the chase. Instead, he's just going to attack whatever he can and wait for more carriers to spawn, while the zealots are clearing out the middle of the map, but running into tanks and vultures that clear them out without much issue. More raids on the way coming across the map. The game is starting to look progressively worse for KimSangSuk here, as the raids are just waiting around, and he's got a clear shot there on the probes on the side to deny the gas. There's no cannons or no detection. A massive oversight, but a great little detail that JH manages to take advantage of. And KimSangSuk leaves the game as his gas income gets demolished. Probes on the side there going down, and JH wins this one. I wouldn't say easily. He fought really hard for it. KimSangSuk just didn't seem to be much of a challenge here. Or at least he couldn't put up much of a fight. He tried really hard though to put up a fight, but JH just every single time had an answer prepared for whatever KimSangSuk was doing. And that's kind of what I expected from JH. He just always has an answer prepared. There are some players he can't keep up with, but as long as he can keep up with an enemy, he will always have an answer prepared that the opponent can't deal with. Whatever you throw at him, he knows how to handle it. So time for the final match, I think. Game number 4 of this best of 5 from HamburgerSasu's tournament. This is still in the first round. So JH here against KimSangSuk. KimSangSuk is on the name Dave and JH on the name Yanoos. So how is this match going to play out? Protoss for KimSangSuk. No, Protoss for JH. And KimSangSuk on the Terran. How good is KimSangSuk's Terran against Protoss? I gotta say, he's fighting an actual uphill battle here. JH has a strong Protoss. I wouldn't say he's got one of the strongest Protosses, but he has a strong and solid and smart Protoss. He knows what he is doing and he does it well. That is the key point. He does it well. Sometimes though, JH can't seem to make anything work when he's with Protoss. Sometimes he just can't seem to make anything work. But those times are rare. Most of the times, JH has very great execution with his build orders and his strategies. And he's going for quite a unique build order here. He's going for Nexus, 3 gateways, no choke. Cybercore there on the way, Forge on the way there in the back, Pilot coming up there in the front. Zealots spawning as well, and Marines already moving across the map. It looks like KimSangSuk was expecting a choke to be was expecting there to be only one gateway, and the gateway to come up after the Forge. Ooh, nice little walk around there around the bunker. Keeps the Marines alive. Zealot getting chased and walked around. Led by its tail, led by its nose. Rogue arrives there in the base, gets some information, but that one's going to go down very soon as well. Academy there on the way, as is tradition. Fight happening in the front, but because he went for the 3 gateways, he's got some serious fighting power, and this might be pretty difficult for KimSangSuk to force his way through here. Cannon gets focused, but doesn't get taken down. Marines are getting surrounded there, going to try to run away towards the bunker. All of them stay alive somehow. One of them is going to go down here as he manages to hit. Yes, he managed to land a hit. Got no Cybercore on the way yet. JH isn't really focused too much on his production back at home. He's just focusing everything on protecting that choke here. And he's doing quite a good job. He's doing quite a good job here. Manages to keep the choke alive. Needs to protect one more cannon though, because the other cannon is past half HP, but the Marines can't really get in there. So now we've got a Cybercore there on the way back at home. The gas is still mining. The Cybercore is a little bit delayed. It should have been finished already. And the fact that the Cyber Core should have already been finished is good news for KimSangSuk. So now that means that KimSangSuk can somewhat comfortably grow bigger without having to worry about the enemy tech, the enemy shuttle drops coming in sooner than he would want them to. The probe here though is still getting lots of information. Information that honestly KimSangSuk should prevent from leaking out. And he kills it in the end, but all the information has been gathered. Stimmerpick is there on the way. I do think the medics have arrived as well, they're in the front. I got a feeling that KimSangSuk might try to break through the front door here, but there's so many zealots. 11 zealots, 3 cannons. I don't think barging to the front door is gonna work. KimSangSuk has got other plans though. He's moving his marines to the base right below JH. Might make things difficult for JH if he finds a shuttle flying over sometime in the near future. JH notices that the bunker there is empty, kills it. KimSangSuk is returning back to base. Engineering bay, they're on the way. Factory just now finished. Second command center also just now finished. Range there also being researched. We've got a Citadel of a Dune on the way there for JH and 2 robots as well. A lot of marines there balled up in the front. Too many for those zealots to fight into. So the one thing that JH is going here is that he's got, well, KimSangSuk, not JH. The one thing KimSangSuk is going here is that he's got a lot of marines to defend himself with against shuttle drops. But I do think that it looks like JH is going to go for a frontal bust. He's going to try to break through the front door because he doesn't have a Templar's archive yet, which means he has to go for Reavers. And considering he went for so many zealots, and he went for zealot speed, and he went for level 1 armor on the forge for the gateway units, breaking to the front might actually get some great results. Also, there's no wall yet. He didn't finish the wall, and the marines are split up. Group of marines are in the back, group of marines in the front. The more marines are in the back, the easier it becomes to break through the front door. But KimSangSuk is preparing himself quite well, but getting turrets everywhere on the corners and getting vision up on the hills as well. So he knows shuttle drops are on the way. He knows shuttle drops are the potential, and he's preparing himself against it quite well, filling out every single corner of his base with a turret. Now do note though, this is expensive. This is expensive, and there's a lot of SCVs that could be mining minerals, building turrets everywhere across the base. It's about 7 SCVs spread out towards the corners. That's 7 SCVs not mining minerals, and he's already mining gas from 3 refineries. And honestly, I do think 3 refineries at this point in the game is one too many. As you can see, he's got a lot of gas, not a lot of minerals, meaning he can't actually use the gas that's coming in. So 2 gas would probably be better than 3. So drop there, flying in from the right side. Attack coming in the front, but there's bunkers there and a wall is closed up, so the zealots can't really get in there. He's trying to distract away from those shuttles, but the shuttles get spotted out by the engineering base, so now KimSangSuk knows it's on the way, knows it's coming in. But it's 2 Reavers for zealots, so if he unloads on the bottom corner, he might kill all those marines without much effort, as the Reavers have an amazing splash AoE. And yes, ooh, that one Scarab killed every single marine there was, and there's still 1 Reaver there on the bottom corner remaining. So marines from the front running to the back are going to try to save the day by keeping these units away. Gonna try to make the play. He's also clearing out the turrets. Marines are still dying to the Reavers. That one also gets another group of kills, and these 2 Zealots there remaining still get a lot of damage down because the armor on there, the armor is honestly reducing the damage quite significantly. And 1 armor might just be pretty cool to get, because the damage on Zealots is already quite high, so the level 1 armor makes them harder to kill by the Marines, or with the Marines. And considering KimSangSuk is not getting level 1 attack upgrade, the armor is going to hurt KimSangSuk quite significantly. But once again, another drop there on the way from the bottom side. 2 Templars, 4 Zealots running in, flying in from the bottom side. He's not moving his SCVs to save. No, he's not. He doesn't storm any SCVs. Okay. He didn't storm on the SCVs. He stormed on the Marines. Still a really good storm there, though. Now the tanks and the Marines are going down, and birds are going down as well. Marines being pulled from the front to the back once again. But KimSangSuk is running to ride. The Archon there in the back also still alive. Gonna absolutely swat those Marines like flies. Tank comes in there from the top side, saving the day. But that did do a lot of damage, and there's almost no Marines left. He's gonna have to kill that Zealot there on the left side, on the right side first. But the drop's coming in from the left side, and there's nothing to intercept or fight against it with. Starts to unload the Zealots and the Templars, and there's simply too many units inside KimSangSuk base. Storms, the storm misses by an inch. But the damage is being dealt, and another drop coming in from the right side as well. So left side, right side, every single side is getting attacked. And KimSangSuk's supply is shrinking with every attack. Ooh, 2 Weavers on the scene. Weaver's gonna get crawls closer towards. Kills a couple of SCVs, only 4 there though. All the units on this side have been cleared out. The Zealots have killed everything they could. Tried to get one more turn there, but couldn't succeed. This Reaver on the bottom side still killing things. So this section has been cleared out. This section has been cleared out. The units have been killed. Command center has been halted. KimSangSuk is having a bad day. He doesn't have a lot of gas there though. But he can't do anything with the gas. He's got another shuttle drop there coming in. 4 shuttles in total. One of them goes down. There's Templars. Oh, about 4 Templars gonna storm everything he can. 1 storm, 2 storm, 3 storm. Every single storm misses the target. Close call. That one last one kills 2 Marines. That might be quite painful. But that drop doesn't quite do what JH had in mind. And KimSangSuk prevents critical damage. But JH has double the supply, double the amount of workers. KimSangSuk is having the worst time of his life. Another drop there comes in. 1 single Templar gets taken down immediately. So not getting level 1 attack on the Marines might be hurting him more than it should, because he's having so much trouble killing anything that comes into his space. Another masked shuttle drop there on the bottom corner. 3 shuttles there. Corsair ready to assist him, escort them in. There's Templars, Reavers, Zealots, everything being unloaded on the scene. Templars storing everywhere they can, except on the SCVs. SCVs are safe. Archon is morphing. Reaver got taken down. Zealot as well. Archon might get some damage down on something. Unless he gets taken down right before it can. Aw, he leaves the game. He just knew that there's no way. He just knew there's no way to stay in the game. There's no way to make a comeback. He just took too much damage. He didn't lose a lot of SCVs, but he just kept getting interrupted time and time again. And he was clearly outmatched by JH. JH just with the very simple but solid rinse and repeat shuttle dropping strategy manages to get everything that he wanted done. Killing units, disrupting economy, killing structures, killing more units. While he is scaling up and getting bigger back at home. 6 robos, he's number 7 on the way, 8 gateways, 5 gateways, 13 gateways in total, 2 cyber cores for carriers as well, with upgrades on the way for his great gateway units. He's just rich. He's rich, big, and strong. And KimSangSuk knew that the game was over. So that's it. That's it. JH takes the series with 3 wins, 1 loss, and rather convincingly beats KimSangSuk, who just couldn't make his attacks count and simply just kept taking too much damage when it mattered the most. So that's this set for today. Thank you for watching, and come back another day for RJB. This was RJB for RJB TV. Thank you for watching.